My name's Andrew Krulewitz, and I'm the founder and CEO of Zevvy. Zevvy offers flexible, pay-by-the-mile electric car leases that are designed to get more people into clean cars sooner, saving them money as they drive. My background really is a lifelong love of both mobility and renewable energy. But at the same time, my whole life I've also really loved cars. I also really hate cars. They're bad for society, they are bad for the planet, but they're absolutely necessary for folks to live and work here in the United States. I had a job that required me to drive from the Bay Area about 35 miles east of here to Concord, California. And it was the first time I've ever had to commute by car. I've been very fortunate. I always commuted by bike or public transit. I was shocked at how many other people were commuting by car, quite simply because I'd never had to do it before. And then it dawned on me, in places like California, where gas is very, very expensive, and electricity is expensive too, but not as much, there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people for whom a Tesla would be more affordable to drive than a Toyota, inclusive of the payment, if we only thought about how much folks were also spending on gas and maintenance to actually drive their cars. And so thinking about how we can make life better for these millions of super commuters that live here in California, and also accelerate the state and society's goals toward a clean economy, it dawned on me, let's build a business around incentivizing high mileage drivers to switch to EVs. They save money on gas and maintenance, we offset maximal tailpipe emissions, it's a no-brainer. And while electric cars have been around for more than a century, in reality they've only been commercially viable for the last 10 years. And so for us, we face a number of challenges in raising asset finance as well as corporate finance. And obviously, the Climate Tech Finance Loan Guarantee made that easy for folks to get comfortable, our financing partners to get comfortable. How did we discover the Climate Tech Finance Program? It came through networking with all of these folks that we look up to at the state level. We reached out to iBank. And we said, hey, we've got this new idea around a flexible lease for EVs. We think that it supports the state's goals in electrifying its light-duty vehicle fleet. They said, great, we have a new program that we're rolling out that offers loan guarantees for innovative, climate-focused companies, be they startups or established firms or small businesses, and we think you would be a good fit. And we were fortunate enough to be introduced to Tamara and George at BachMed, and they led us through the process of understanding how their underwriting worked, what they look for in a project or in a company, and the story that we've been building around revolutionizing EV adoption and reimagining it for a fairer future resonated a lot with George and Tamara. And so they were really helpful in both understanding the process, but also getting other potential partners excited about it. And so they brought us into the BachMed and Nor-Cal FDC universe, and we're so very glad that they did.
BachMed, the acronym for Bay Area Air Quality Management District, several years ago entered into a joint venture partnership with Nor-Cal FDC and with the California iBank. The purpose of that was to provide financing support to early stage technologies, businesses that were having trouble acquiring capital in their early unproven stages, because many of these technologies that were having trouble finding financing have tremendous promise in terms of being able to accelerate the push to reduce harmful emissions, CO2 emissions. Zevvy is a classic example of an early stage business with a great business plan. They are making it possible for all levels of income to be able to access electric vehicles. And Zevvy has developed a financing and operational model that allows folks to be able to access these more expensive vehicles without having to pledge their unborn, so to speak.
Working with the Climate Tech Finance Program Bachmed and Nor-Cal FDC has been one of the more pleasant experiences in the startup journey. It's great because these organizations bring together eager climate warriors who are often younger in their career and pair that with folks who are super knowledgeable around corporate finance, asset finance, and finance in general. Folks who've been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. If they don't know who would potentially be interested in working with you, nobody probably wants to work with you. I'm pretty passionate about helping people get into a better car than maybe what they thought they could get into.